In Chapter 3, we looked at the alphabet and pronunciation, and here I want to think with you about the importance of learning the capital letters of Greek. I noted in the screencast for Chapter 3 to learn especially the lowercase, but here I want to think about the uppercase for just a moment. Let's pray just briefly as we begin. Lord, help students to understand the importance of learning both lower and uppercase, and give them grace as they memorize, that they could understand the translation of your word. I ask in Christ's name, amen. Manuscripts that are the basis of the Nestle-Aland 28th edition, which is the basis of the English translations, many of the modern English translations that we enjoy today, are based upon these ancient manuscripts. And these manuscripts are divided often into two groups: those with all capital letters, and then those with more of a cursive script. The all capital letters manuscripts are called uncials or majuscules, and I'm here at the University of Munster website for the investigation of New Testament texts. And on page 26 in Mounts, you see this picture. P46 of Romans 11:36, and here on this website, the University of Munster, if we go here and go to Manuscript Workspace, and then we can browse, and we want to go to Papyri, and on down here to P46, we will find, as it loads up, this page right here. And Mounts provides this from the Center for the Study of New Testament Manuscripts. That website has the same plate that this website has, and both come from the University of Michigan. That's where this particular manuscript is located today. So at the University of Michigan, this plate of P46 is located there in Ann Arbor, but both of the websites, Center for the Study of New Testament Manuscripts, that Mounts notes on page 26, and that I'm noting here, have access to it, and here you can see it. I'm drawing your attention to this website, and I've linked it on our course portal because we also have over on this side of the screen the lower case for each line, and that is especially helpful for us. So if we were to expand here a bit and just blow up the screen, you can see that these are just all uppercase. But on the right side, this website provides over here the lowercase for those letters. I want to look just quickly at one passage in Colossians. So I'll grab Nestle-Aland text and turn to Colossians 1:3. You can pause the screencast if you'd like. I've pulled it up here on a PDF for you. I wanted to draw your attention to Colossians 1:3, and here we have this word peri right here. P epsilon rho iota, and we have a grave accent over the iota, peri humon. This little mark leads us down to what is called the apparatus. This lower section of the Nestle-Aland text is called the apparatus, just a fancy word for guide to the manuscripts. It's a catalog, if you will, of the various texts and what those texts have. So if we look at Colossians 1:3 and then we look at this little mark, we come right down here and we see that huper, upsilon p epsilon rho, is in some manuscripts. One of them is B. This B is Vaticanus, but the text itself, which is up here, has this aleph. That's a Hebrew letter. That's Sinaiticus. And those are two of the most important manuscripts as the basis of the Nestle-Aland text, which is then the basis of many English translations today. So we have huper here in Vaticanus, but the text that is chosen by these editors, Sinaiticus. So let's come back over And we can look at these manuscripts on these websites. Again, Center for the Study of New Testament Manuscripts has these as well. But here we have Vaticanus, and pretty small, but you can see Pontate Huper. And I'll blow that up here just a little bit for you. Pontate Huper, so you see the Huper. And then we go to Sinaiticus, and we look here at Pontate Peri. So Pontate and then P epsilon rho iota is what Sinaiticus has. So we can see the difference between those two. Let me note a software program, Accordance. There are a couple of good software programs. One is Accordance, one is Logos, and I'll be noting them throughout the year. But here we have these digitized manuscripts, again, all capital letters, and that's why it's important to learn these. But you can see here in Vaticanus, Pontate Huper, right there, again, which Vaticanus we have right here, the Pontate Huper and Pontate Peri, which we have in Sinaiticus, and we saw right here, Pontate Peri, right there. So the distinction in these manuscripts, and then editors make a decision based upon not just one individual manuscript, but many. But the importance of learning the capital letters is because we want you in time to be able to look at these manuscripts and begin to make decisions about which reading might be preferable. So that's why you should learn the capital letters. If this excites you, this is a whole field called textual criticism, and we will have more access and noting these manuscripts along the way in this course and future courses you would have at MBTS.